Okay, so the first phylum in plant kingdom was, which was the first phylum in plant kingdom?
First phylum
Plant kingdom. In plant kingdom. What we studied in plant kingdom? Algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, yeah, gymnosperm, and angiosperm. Now in animal kingdom, the first phylum is phylum porifera. Don't write anything, okay? So because everything is there. So first is grade of organization. So yesterday we had studied this grade of organization. It is cellular. What do you mean by cellular organization?
If it has cells,
Yeah, it is only cells. There is no tissue, no organ system. Okay. Then germ layers. Since it is only cells, there will be no germ layer. Coelom. What is coelom? A coelomate.
Structure, like a cavity like.
Yeah, cavity. So coelomate means whether there is presence of cavity or not. Okay. So here it is a coelomate. There is no body cavity. Means between the gut, between the digestive system and between the outer layer of the body, there is a cavity that is called as coelomate. Here there is no cavity. So it is called as a coelomate. Next, habitat, they are mostly aquatic. Okay. Mostly aquatic, sedentary, solitary, or colonial. So aquatic means mostly they are marine. So deep inside the sea or inside the ocean, you see this. Okay. They are sedentary means they are always attached. Okay. They are always attached. What do you mean by solitary?
Like they are in always in groups.
What is colonial?
Colonial means group.
Group. Solitary means will be
independent.
single. Okay. Solitary means it will be single. It can be either single. So if you see this, this is just like a single, somewhat single. Whereas if you see this is a colonial in a group. Next is digestive system. Now this is single cellular level. We are just talking about cells. There is no tissue, there is no organ, there is no system. So where they will have digestive system? They don't have digestive system. Digestive system is absent. Intracellular digestion. Digestion is inside the cells. No separate digestive system. Every cell will do digestion. Respiratory system absent. No respiratory system. No circulatory system. Reproduction is asexual by fragmentation and sexual hermaphrodite male and female sex are present on single individual. Okay. Asexual reproduction is there, which is by fragmentation. So you have studied fragmentation. That is forming of fragments, and each fragment will grow into a independent individual. Sexual is also there, sexual reproduction. Now these are hermaphrodite, means both the male and female sex organs are present on one individual. They are hermaphrodite. Fertilization is internal. Okay, internal means inside the body. Okay, fertilization will be inside the body. In some organisms, the fertilization takes place outside in the water. Development is indirect. Larval stage is present. Development is indirect. Larval stage is present. Now, let me explain this. Now, when a baby is born, it will directly grow as it will give birth. Humans give birth to babies directly as human beings. Okay, you don't see any other stage. Whereas butterfly you have seen.
Yeah.
First it will become larva. Some other creature it becomes first. Then it becomes a butterfly. Like pupa, larva, and then butterfly. Frog you have seen. Yeah. First what it will become? Tadpole. Directly it will not form a frog. First it forms a tadpole and then you get a frog. That is called indirect. Got what is development is direct and indirect. Yeah. Direct means a dog directly give birth to a dog. A cat directly give birth to a cat. But in a frog, there is first different stages of birth. Okay. Tadpole and then frog. Larva, then butterfly. So in insects, it is indirect. Got what is direct and indirect? So here you can see sexual reproduction in sponges. Sponge is an example of porifera. Okay, see this one, water currents carry the lava away. Okay, the lava settles on the hard surface and it grows into a new organism. So here it starts first. An adult sponge releases sperm cells. These sperm cells enter into other porifera and it will undergo fertilization. The sperm cell fertilizes an egg cell. What you will get first is a larva will be developed. No direct development of porifera. That's why this is called as indirect. There is no direct development of porifera from here after fertilization. You don't get a porifera. First, there is a larva. So since a larva is developed, that larva will move with water current and develop into a sponge. But this larva now is inside here now. It is inside. It is inside the mother leg. Then it is released out. It comes in contact with a hard surface, settles there, and develops into adult sponge. Got what is development is direct and indirect, no?
Yes.
Next. Yes. Then unique features. Water canal system. Okay, they have special water canal system. The water will enter through a minute spore called ostia. This minute spores you can see, no? They first of all they have only one opening, okay? That is which comes out. So there are many holes on this body through which water will enter through the openings in the body wall into the central cavity. This is the central cavity. Okay. This is just how one part is shown here. So water enters inside through the central cavity and where it goes out through the osculum. This is osculum. Water will go out. Through this water comes in, through this water goes out. So whatever nutrient is there in the water will be absorbed. Water enters. In water there will be nutrient. When it moves through this, it comes out. So water is just like filtered. All the nutrient is absorbed and water is like filtered, that water goes out. The canal system is used for food gathering, gas exchange, and removal of waste. So whatever water food is bought by this water will be taken by this sponge. Then whatever gas is there will be exchanged. And whatever waste is there will be removed here. But this is how they eat. They don't have mouth. Next, unique feature, the spongial and canals are lined with conocytes collar cell. Okay, so spongial and conocyte, they are lined with this structure, conocyte, collar cell. Okay. The spongiocele, the spongiocele and canals. This spongiocele and canals, they are lined with this structure called as conocyte. Then body is supported by spicules and spongin files. They have spicules. Okay, they have spicules. They don't have skeletal system. They have calcium made spicules, spikes like. Okay, so they have spicules and spongin fibers. So these are spicules. These are different types of spicules. Okay, these are the examples of porifera: cycon, spongilla, euspongia. Okay, these are examples. So this is the opening, osculum. Osculum will be somewhere here. These are all osculum. So this is your examples. Now overall there is one slide which explains everything about phylum porifera. So grade of organization, cellular, symmetry. What is the symmetry you think this will have? Asymmetry. You cannot divide it into two equal half. Some will have radial symmetry. Okay. Some can have radial symmetry. Okay. This you can see. You can try to divide it into two equal half. Some can have radial symmetry. Then coelom is a coelomate. Habitat is always aquatic, solitary or colonial, sedentary. Sedentary, what is sedentary?
Alone.
Alone is solitary, colonial is many. What is sedentary? They are free floating or they are attached?
Attached.
They are attached. Attached means this is sedentary. digestive system is absent, intracellular digestion. Okay, intra means inside the cell. Respiratory system absent, circulatory system is absent, reproduction asexual by fragmentation and sexual. They are hermaphrodite, internal fertilization takes place and development is indirect. What is indirect?
Uh, like there are no stages. Like
There are stages of development. Directly you will not get a porifera. Okay? Just like cat directly give birth to a cat, here you will not get a porifera from porifera. Unique features: water canal system, millions of ostia. The small holes or pores are called as ostia. Spongiocele and canals are lined with conocytes. Body is supplemented by spicules and spongin. Example: cycon, spongilla, and euspongia. So from these spicules are very important one. Spicules, development is indirect. Then ostia, osculum. Okay. Those points we'll write later. I'll give you. Next is phylum Cnidaria. Okay. Phylum Cnidaria. So grade of organization is tissue. So what is tissue, Genesia?
Cell
Tissue. So here this organism is made up of cells as well as tissues. Previous porifera was just made up of cells. Here the organ is made up of tissue, cells and tissue, but there is no organs and organ system. Okay. Then symmetry is radial. Radial, what do you mean by radial symmetry?
Equal, you can cut it into equal
Two equal of, but in which, in how many direction?
in one direction.
In one direction, it is called as bilateral.
Like
Radial
many
is many directions. See here, one cut if you make, the second cut, third cut, fourth cut. Germ layer means it is diploblastic. So if you remember what is diploblastic, what is di? It has two layers. Which are the two layers? Endoderm and ectoderm. Which layer is missing? Mesoderm. It has only two layers. Endoderm, ectoderm. Mesoderm is missing. Coelom is acoelomate, means they don't have the body cavity. Next, habitat, they are aquatic, mostly marine, sessile or free living. Okay, sessile means they are free living. Sedentary means they are attached. So here sessile or free living, solitary or colonial. What is solitary? Single. Colonial means they will be in group. Here you can see many groups. This is single. See. Next, digestive system incomplete, intracellular and extracellular digestion. What is incomplete?
Like there's no digestive system.
Incomplete means it has only one opening. Okay, incomplete means only one opening. Let's see where it was. It has only one opening. Incomplete, one opening. Okay, that's all we have studied. See, digestive is two types. Incomplete means it has only mouth, one opening which access both mouth and anus. Complete is two opening. Let's come back. We'll finish this and then we'll stop. Okay. Then respiratory system is absent, circulatory system is absent. So here this is the mouth through which food will enter. All digestion will take place here in the gastrovascular cavity. Food particles engulfed will be absorbed, soft digested tissue digested, and digestive enzyme released from the gland. So this digestion will take place, and whatever waste is produced will go out from this only, from this part only. Okay. Circulatory system is absent, respiratory system is absent. Reproduction, polyp reproduce asexually, that is by budding, and medusa sexually. Okay. Most are separate sex. Most are separate sexes. What is most are separate sexes?
Different gender.
Yeah, male will be there and female will be there. In porifera, it was hermaphrodite. Both the male and female are on one body, whereas here it is separate. Most are separate sexes. External fertilization. What is external fertilization? You can see here, egg is released outside, sperm is released outside. By this, fertilization will take place, zygote will be formed, larva will be formed, and then you will get the organism. Got what is external fertilization? The sperm and the egg is released in the water. They come in contact with each other. They fertilize, and then zygote will be formed, and this zygote will develop into larva. Now, by seeing this word larva, is it direct or indirect?
Direct.
Indirect. So development is indirect. Okay. So then a unique feature, they have tentacles with nidoblast. Okay. Tentacles are like finger-like projection which surrounds the mouth of cylinderids used for capture food. Okay. These are tentacles. You see properly, tentacles, these are tentacles. See, these are tentacles. So they are used for capturing the food. Any food comes, they will capture it with the help of tentacles. Then nidoblasts or nidocytes are stinging cells, okay, present on the tentacles of the body with a poison-filled capsule called nematocyst. Nidoblast is used for encourage, defense, and attract the prey. Attack the prey. Got what is nidoblast? These tentacles, no, these tentacles, they will have small thorns-like structure. Okay, tentacles. These tentacles are stinging cells present on the tentacles and the body. Stinging, chubne wala. Okay, with a poison-filled capsule called nematocyst. So there is poison. So what is the function of this nidoblast? If there is poison, to protect, to defense. Okay, poison means it will just defend itself. Also, it helps to encourage, okay, and capture prey. It can just stick and capture the prey. Once the poison goes inside the prey, it will die. It's just like some vacuum. It is like just Spider-Man you've seen like that. It just grabs it. Next is gastrovascular cavity with the opening of mouth on histone. They have gastrovascular cavity. Okay, they have a cavity for gastrovascular, that digestion takes place. In previous one, porifera, there was no digestion. They were just absorbing the nutrition. Okay, so here they have gastrovascular cavity, cylindron, with an opening mouth on hypostome. This is hypostome. This is mouth. This is the gastro cavity. Okay. This is another one. Hydra and jellyfish. This is hydra. This is jellyfish. Then unique features, polyps and medusa. Polyp is this type. Medusa is jellyfish type. Okay. This is polyp. Hydra jaisa. And the other one is jellyfish type. A polyp is a tubular attached asexual form. This is a tubular attached. It is attached asexually with upwardly directed mouth. The mouth is upwardly directed and tentacles. Example, hydra and adamsium. So you have to remember this hydra in polyp, and in medusa it is umbrella like. This is medusa, it is umbrella like, free swimming. This is attached, this is free swimming with downwardly directed mouth and tentacles. The mouth and tentacles are downwardly directed. The mouth and tentacles are upwardly directed. Got example you have to remember is of Aurelia, which is jellyfish. Two examples, hydra and jellyfish. Jellyfish, common name is enough. In porifera, you have to know sponge and cycon. Sponge is easy to remember. Sponge we use and cycon. Okay. We'll finish this. Unique feature is alternation of generation, that is metagenesis. It is the phenomena shown by cnidarians in which polyps produce medusa asexually and medusa forms the polyps sexually. Okay, there is alternation of generation. The polyps will produce medusa asexually and medusa forms the polyps sexually. So polyps जो है ना, that polyps, when it undergoes asexual division, okay, polyps, when it undergo asexual division, it will produce medusa. Medusa undergoes sexual division, sexual reproduction to form
What?
polyps. Let's what is there? Okay. These are examples. I told you to remember hydra and jellyfish. Okay, jellyfish. These are all the features. Let's revise it. Grades of organization: tissue, symmetry is radial, germ layers, it is diploblastic. Diploblastic means two layers, ectoderm and endoderm. Coelom, it is acoelomate. There is no cavity between the gut and the outside body. Habitat, they are mostly aquatic. They are sessile, free living, solitary or colonial. Then digestive system is incomplete. Why it is incomplete?
Because it doesn't have
It has only one opening, no two opening. It is intracellular or extracellular digestion. Intra means inside the cell, extracellular means outside the cell. The cells will release the digestive enzyme outside. The digestive enzyme will digest the food, and then the digested food is taken by the cell. Then respiratory system is absent, circulatory system is absent. Reproduction, polyps reproduce asexually, budding, and medusa sexually. Most are separate sexes. External fertilization development is indirect. Unique feature tentacles and nidoblast. These 2 points you have to know. Tentacles is for catching the prey, and nidoblast is for having poison. It can act as defense mechanism. Examples, at least hydra and jellyfish. Only two. Okay. We will stop here.